My family kicked me out when I was homeless. 5 years later, they broke into my house demanding it. I just smiled and called the cops. Buckle up, Reddit, this is a long one, but trust me, the payoff is worth it. I'm Ava, 32F now, and this story is about how my picture-perfect family showed their true colors not once, but twice. Spoiler, blood doesn't mean squat when it comes to real family. Growing up in suburban Pennsylvania felt like living in a sitcom, on the surface. Dad, Thomas, was the sharp-suited bank manager, Mom Isabella, the tireless nurse keeping our spotless house running. My older brother Luke was the golden child, 3 years my senior, who could do no wrong. Me? I was the afterthought, the one expected to hustle while they poured everything into him. From day one, the favoritism was blatant. Luke's average report cards got high fives, my straight A's were expected. When he got a partial scholarship to state college, they threw a bash and bought him a car, draining their savings. Me? At 15, I was flipping burgers full-time after school to earn my education. Luke's our investment, Dad would say, not even hiding it. I was just there. My saving grace was Grandma Samantha, Mom's mom, R.I.P. Her cozy cottage an hour away was my summer escape, 3 weeks of planting tomatoes, baking pies, and her fierce wisdom. Ava, never let anyone define your worth, she'd say, her calloused hands guiding mine in the soil. Build your own roof, girl. Don't rely on anyone else's. She was a widow who raised 3 kids as a seamstress, sending them all to college on grid alone. Her independence lit a fire in me. High school ramped up the pressure. Mom pushed nursing, stable job, always work. Dad sneered at creative paths, that's for rich kids with safety nets. But junior year, art class changed everything. My teacher spotted my talent for graphic design, introducing me to software and contests. I won regionals, obsessed over layouts, this was my passion. Parents? Cute hobby, not a career. College apps hit like a bomb. I got into great arts programs at affordable schools, including community college's design track. But parents laid down the law, switch to nursing or business, or you're on your own. At dinner, Dad, art degree? Waste of money. Luke smirked, not everyone's cut for real work, sis. Mom stared at her plate. I cried that night, but woke up resolved. I'd do it myself. Graduated high school with honors, moved into a crappy apartment with roommates, juggled 40+ hours at retail/coffee shops while maintaining a 3.9 GPA in design classes. Parents? Radio silence, except tense Christmases where they'd grill my earnings potential and slip me $20 for food. Luke got promotions paraded, I got side eyes. Grandma was my rock, cheering every milestone. After 2 years community college, I transferred to state uni, barely speaking to family. At 22, I graduated, parents skipped for Luke's work conference. Grandma, arthritis and all, beamed from the audience. Proud of you, Ava. Post-grad, I chased dreams to Philly. Landed a junior designer gig at a boutique agency after interning. Shared a rundown apartment with roommate Jessica, thrifting our way to cozy. Called Grandma weekly, family? Birthday calls and awkward Thanksgivings, where Mom gushed about Luke's condo. Then, 5 years ago, disaster. Recession gutted our industry, agency bankrupt overnight. Freelance dried up, savings vanished. 3 months in, evicted. Jessica helped where she could, but she was moving in with her BF. Panicked, I swallowed pride and called parents. Mom, it's Ava. I need help, lost my job, apartment. Can I borrow rent money? I'll pay back with interest. Silence, then Dad's cold voice, this is what we warned you about, unstable artsy crap. Mom. We're funding Luke's MBA, no extra. They hung up. Lies, they always found money for him. Desperate, drove to their house in pouring rain. Begged on the doorstep, just a few weeks, please. Dad, you ignored our advice, deal with it. Mom, neighborhood meeting tomorrow, not a good time. Door slammed. Slept in my car at Walmart, $30 left. Called Luke, ghosted. 2 weeks in gym/showers, library job hunts. Drove by parents, Luke's car there, family laughing inside. Rock bottom, abandoned by blood when I needed them most. Nursing cheap tea at a coffee shop, disheveled and defeated, fate intervened. Old coworker Lily spotted me. Ava? What's wrong? Broke down, admitted homelessness. She didn't judge, fed me, offered her guest room. We're friends now. And my BF Michael needs a UI designer at his web firm. Next day, interviewed, hired entry level. Steady pay. Afternoon, call from grandma's neighbor, pneumonia, hospital. Rushed there with Lily. Grandma, frail but smiling, my Ava. Held her hand, shared good news, skipped homelessness. She handed me a box, house is yours. Will says so. Build your life. She passed peacefully 2 days later. Funeral, parents solemn but detached. Will reading? Cottage and savings to me, trinkets to them. Faces soured. Mom, she always favored you. Dad fumed. I tuned out, keys in hand. Moved in, dated but mine. Lily helped clean, converted front room to office. Remote work with Michael bloomed. I quit to launch elevation designs, branding for local biz on a budget. Garden therapy revived grandma's beds. Small town warmed, neighbor casseroles, hardware guy Tom saving vintage knobs. Met James, 33M, at his bookstore/cafe, coffee chats turned dinners. Opened up about family, he listened, they sound toxic. Good riddance. 5 years post-abandonment, business thriving, 3 employees in converted garage. Joined Arts Festival Committee. James and I dating slow, independence first. No family contact beyond impersonal cards. Then, Luke's email, sis, long time. Saw your site, impressive. Parents worried. Let's catch up. Suspicious. Days later, mom calls, darling, we're proud. Past misunderstandings, visit? Luke's bills, dad retired amid scandal, lost savings/debt. Mom health issues. Foreclosed condo, sold house, tiny apartment. Family helps in tough times, right? Agreed to lunch. They arrived subdued, probing, house value. Space? Luke snapped pics. James, they're scheming. 2 weeks later, second visit, dad, move in with us. Family home for family. Mom, plenty room, you're alone. Luke, office for my bed. Rage, no. This is mine. They pushed, I installed cameras. 3 weeks on, Boston conference. Neighbor texts, lights on, people inside. Cameras, family breaking in, unloading boxes. Called them, ignored. Luke, settling in. Family matter. Dad, we'll take this house, one way or another. Bluffing will challenge. Flew home, James met me. Inside, my stuff shoved, there's everywhere. Confronted. Leave. Mom, no real family, you don't need this. Dad, selfish. Smiled, dialed 911, trespassers in my home. Cops arrived, showed deed, footage. Family dispute? No, breaking and entering. Gave 30 minutes to pack. Mom, how could you? Me, like you abandoned me homeless? Removed, restraining order filed. Court dragged, texts proved plot. Will upheld, grandma competent. Dad/Luke probation. Mom's letter, genuine regret? Replied civilly, no rush. Therapy helped, joined support groups. Realized, families chosen. James proposed in garden, married 6 months later, Lily/Michael attendance, no bio-fam started foundation, housing/mentorship for rejected young adults. First, Sophia, design student like me, interned, lived in garage apartment. Her growth? Mirror of mine. Heard updates, dad bitter, blames me. Luke fled state. Mom divorced, rebuilding, maybe reconciliation someday, on my terms. Reddit, blood betrayed me twice, but I built better, home, biz, marriage, purpose. Chosen fam. Toxic ties. Ever cut off entitled relatives? Built your own crew? Share below. Stay strong, build your roof.